Oh, hi. It's working. It hasn't been working. I've been trying to get on for a minute and it keeps kicking me back out. So I'm here. I showed up and I'm gonna, like yesterday, I've been watching, so I've been Netflixing an older show called Nashville on Netflix. And I don't know, I didn't watch it when it first came out. I don't know, I missed it somehow. And it's only 6 seasons, but I've been watching it since Christmas and pretty consistently, and I'm nowhere near being done with this show. It's like 22 episodes or something per season. It's been a cold day today, so I just took that as my opportunity to snuggle up in my warm bed and watch the show. So that's what we've been doing, and yeah, it has its moments, crying. I'm like, oh, good moments, but I'm here. I showed up. I did it. I wanted to talk about tonight pretty much the biggest part of joining this team that surprised me. I have been, like I've said a million times, in a bunch of, MLMs or network marketing, social selling type of spaces. And I've also been involved in large communities of people, groups of people where, people tend to beat people down and tear people apart. And it's always a competition, or, so-and-so's better than the next person, or whatever the case may be. And it kind of, I went through a moment, I should say, in probably 2019, 19, where it was just like, I'm done. I'm so done. I don't want to be around people. I'm going to be solo, live by myself, do my own thing, fly on my own, do everything on my own. Like, I didn't want to be part of a body of nobody. I was tired of the backstabbing, tired of the chit-chat, talking bad about people. I just disconnected, completely disconnected. And then 2020 happened, and so obviously, we were all isolated and by ourselves anyways, and so it made it really easy to get comfortable in that position. But if you know me, I'm a people person. And so after, 5 whole 6 years of pretty much flying solo and doing my own thing at all spaces that I've been involved in, I'm doing my own thing all the time. It was kind of craving community. And so I saw something that kind of triggered something in me with a friend of mine, and I thought, maybe this would be the place for that. Maybe I could truly find community here. And I know initially I jumped in to help one of my friends, but it's not the products. It was not the products. It was the people. When people say this is a family or this is a community, what they usually mean is just like some, generic group text messages and maybe a Facebook group and like a welcome post or something, and not a community, just more chit chat and more noise, right? More stuff to respond to that's just kind of frustrating and aggravating. What surprised me though, was the amount of women who showed up without competition. There's literally, I have really honestly yet to see like that mean girl energy where someone's really out to get somebody and then doing that girl thing, that teenage girl thing. I haven't really experienced that or seen it. I don't have any pressure to perform. If I don't do something in a specific month, hey, cool, you didn't, try again next month, cool. It's just women, real women, building real lives. And I have a hair on my eye. And truthfully, community isn't just a buzzword here, okay? It's not like something I'm saying to just get attention. It's literally the backbone of our group, of our network, the backbone. One thing I will say about this team that I absolutely love is the support. We are not left alone to figure it out. Our questions are answered in real time. We can pretty much text message or send a group chat message or something. I'm going to get voice calls back. If I send a voice call or, call somebody on the phone, I'm going to get a response. I'm going to get a response with major quickness. Someone's always a step ahead, pulling me forward. If I'm slacking, it's like, hey, you haven't showed up today. What's going on? You okay? I was getting ready to put an APB on you. Where you at? I get those messages. Like, I get like that support without ego. It's just something that's so rare. I just have to just say something about that. When I moved back to Phoenix, I went to a company with a friend of mine who is like one of my bests. Like, I loved her to the end of time. Okay. And what I found was an island where I was alone on an island. My friend was non-existent there. And I learned really quickly in that space that pretty much everybody in the company was not feeling me. And I knew, I'm me. I'm a little out there. But they were on their clicks and doing their own thing, and I was just there. I was the transplant. I didn't belong, and here you are with us, and we'll smile in your face. But I always knew they were talking about me behind my back. And that's not something that I'm comfortable in. And the funny thing is, when I said, I'm moving to Dallas, why? Oh God, really? Like, are we going to do that? Are we really doing that? I mean, it was just kind of like, okay. And then the generic phone call after your move, I was thinking about things and I have some questions for you because I want to know about this. And, I'm always here for you. Yeah, okay. You were here for me the last 2 years I was here. I didn't see you, And it was one of those things where I've never felt so alone. I mean, when you're surrounded by people and still alone, you're in the room alone, surrounded by people, that's the absolute worst. And that is not what I'm finding here. At all. Like, at all. We have systems in place that to not reinvent the wheel, to give us clear steps, what to do, training weekly, duplication that duplicates, and it actually duplicates. It's insane. It's insane. And it saves us so much time and protects my peace. I don't have to question, hey, where can I find this? And if I really truly can't find something, like I said, it's a simple text message and I'm there. Like, easy peasy. I can connect with people emotionally. I don't have to prove myself or anything like that to anybody. The ranks don't matter. Someone who's all the way up at the top will talk to me the same as someone who's 2 steps below me or right next to me. It doesn't matter. Women are winning from day one. And that is, and I say women, we have men in the company as well, but I'm mostly connected to women, so that's why I speak to women. We have women, so many women who have been we've all been dismissed by our doctors, life, jobs, whatever, past teams, past network marketing situations. People have been burned left and right, and that kind of hits deep when you've experienced something like that. So, well, you come in kind of apprehensive. We all have that PTSD from former teams, for real. But a lot of women aren't craving money first. They're craving safety. They're craving a safe place to belong, a place of belonging. There's something to be said about people who don't want to feel invisible. We just all want to be seen, I remember in college, there's the idea of every person that I don't remember whose theory it was, but every person we meet, we're walking around holding a mirror. And, if I walk up to you and I'm holding up my mirror, I'm looking for my reflection in the mirror. I'm looking for me and you. And pieces of you that reflect me, right? And so we're all walking around holding a mirror, looking for ourselves and other people. And we're all looking for a place. Oh, I belong with you. I belong with you. We fit. I can get along with you. I mean, I know one of my biggest issues with church has always been, people say like, oh, she'll be a great mentor. And I'm like, she hasn't lived like I've lived. She doesn't know the life like I lived. I may look a certain way on the outside, but I have lived a very hard, rough life, a life that a lot of people would not be able to grasp and understand. 3 freaking lifetimes by the time I was 20 years old. Seriously. So when, when people say, oh, she'll be good, I'm like, she doesn't have the grit. She's not strong enough to deal with someone like me. I need someone who can tame a bull. I'm a little hard-headed. I need somebody who's going to understand that and let me be who I am and not, you know, get mad at me for not doing things the way they want me to do. It's weird how that works, right? We're all holding up a mirror looking for a reflection in somebody else to find someone of commonality, somebody that we have something in common with, right? Nobody wants to be invisible. We all want to be seen. So if you're looking for community, this is a great place. And I would love to have a conversation with you. Not chaos, no drama, just a conversation. I'm not asking anybody to decide anything today, tonight, tomorrow, but let's just talk. And I think that's the best place to start the conversation. We're all looking for a place where we just fit in, where we can be ourselves and do our own thing and not have to deal with the drama. That's what I love. No drama. I'm drama-free over here, for real. So I hope you're having a great night. I am actually going to go back to Nashville and finish my show. I'm not going to finish it, but I think I'm finally in the 5th season. I'm probably like 6 episodes in. I don't know. It's deep. It's a lot happening on that show. So, but yeah, I showed up again, even though I didn't really want to. But I did, again. And yeah, we're going to push forward, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully earlier in the day tomorrow, because yeah, I have things to do. I got plans. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Mwah.